Now TV at I Am Just In YouTube channel. I can't seem to get that hair to go down. I guess the curse of Superwoman in the S curl, just like her brother. So, the good news is if you just watched the short video, I just finished announcing that the first draft revision from the publication company for the Smallville movie, book one, my work. They get no credit. It's all mine. I did every word of it on my own. It was my dream, my passion, my ambition, my goals, my vision for an improved story, an improved series, to change all the things that people were complaining about that we all knew was going wrong towards the middle half, the later half of the show. And I'm hoping everybody will like and agree, and my touch and what I've done, and that maybe there's like a race or a fight against where to go from here and who to fire or who to hire in order to get whatever gets produced out of this right. So, paper comes from tree, and it costs a lot of money, and it costs tree every time we print stuff off. So they sent me an attached draft, and I have to review that draft from them to decide whether or not it's worth printing off as just their version of the manuscript version, in order to hold a copy of that finished copy in my hand for all of you to see and for me to take pictures of and post up everywhere. Or we bite the bullet and you just take my word on it and I read it, review it, decide if there's any little changes I want done or give my thumbs up to it, and then we go ahead and work on the cover, the bio, and the description, and then we finish all of that and finally go to print and I hold an actual book. But for the sake of time, because I'm worried about the announcements of the things they're talking about over there, without watching my YouTube channel, without following me, without keeping up on what I'm doing over here, that they're going to make a really bad mistake and do stuff that's not going to be good for any of them, for the characters, for the show, and to also embarrass themselves around me and my existence, and my work and how many years they've known about me. Michael Rosenbaum and John Schneider go back knowing about me for 10 years, and Al Ghul is almost as old. He goes back like 8. So there's a lot of details and secrets there. There's lots of stories in the background of all of that, which I have shared through the years, which I've been told in the YouTube world of my videos, and you can see in my Twitters and Instagrams and emails with interactions between me and them through the years, as evidence that my side is telling the truth. It's very harmful and it's wrong to be dishonest and conniving and deceitful for the sake of money, attention, power, around something as silly as family television on public TV. Right? We're all getting older. We're not getting any younger. We don't look like beauty contestant pageants anymore. I don't know what they're fighting to retain. And it's not okay to step on somebody, walk all over them like a mat, and treat them like nothing or like they're less than nothing when they're not doing anything wrong to anybody. Not to them, not to the fans, not to society in general. Just because you don't want to have to succeed to their success. Admit that you are wrong. Admit their work is there. Admit that you knew about it and admit that it's good. I think if something's good, it's good, and you shouldn't run away from what is good. You should accept and embrace it, and that it's good. The whole story of this policy for me, the end all be all of it, is honesty is the best policy. I live and breathe by that, and I have a host of a lifetime background story behind why I live and breathe that. And I'm going to defend my Tom Welling, the man he was to me, the person I knew him to be in the beginning, when I first became a fan of him as an actor, when I spotted him as Charlie Baker in Cheaper by the Dozen movie series, Steve Martin, Baker fandom world, not on Smallville, not as Clark Kent, not as Superman, but in his early years of being in relationship with Jamie White, when he was establishing himself as an adult, a man, a husband, he was a very honest person. that Tom did not lie about anything. Maybe he didn't always say what he was thinking, because you have to be polite in society. God teaches us to be kind, right? Do your salt and sugar stuff just so. But he didn't lie, right? When he was asked for an answer on something outright, he would be honest in his interviews and stuff. And I miss that guy. And now he's surrounded in people for the last 8.5, 9 years, where all these people are keeping secrets and being dishonest and doing things wrong, because I don't follow a certain forum, certain mandate, certain set of rules that all of them were taught and brainwashed into thinking that you have to be doing it this way. You have to have that famous agency, that famous agent, that famous publisher. You have to be known through this means or that means. You've had to go to this school or that school, and graduated and did this course or that course in order to be somebody and to be good at it. None of this is true, right? It is what it is. And when you're naturally born to be who you are and to do what you do, nothing in the world is going to prevent that. Nothing can, because it is natural. And this is a case of that. Now, I don't want to see any kind of reunion opportunities have any problems. I don't want any hiccups. I want things to be just right. So I'm very anxious when it comes to the script that I just got today. I worry about prolonging its being shared in physical format, because I need to read and decide whether or not this revised copy I just got today will be the end all be all, and we're going to go to print with it, and decide whether to print that off and have a copy in hand to put up and share with people and mail out even the way it is, or to just hang tight and wait till the actual book is finished, because I worry about the timeline of what they're doing over there. Because in America, Thanksgiving is in November, and in America, their fall fairs and festivities, corn mazes and harvest and stuff goes into that season. It's what Thanksgiving exists. That's what it's for. Whereas over here in Canada, it gets a lot colder faster, so we have to do things quicker. And so I worry about what can get done in that time frame in the process of waiting for that book. So that's my thoughts on where I am today. I am just grateful that they finally responded to me today with good news, because you know how that thing where no news is good news, and I hadn't heard from them for a couple of weeks. And they finally contacted me today when I said, hey, it's October 7th. Well, what's up? Well, here's the good news. And they sent me that draft. So I'm leaving my house now. It's just after 12-ish, noontime in Vancouver time, Pacific Standard Time. And I'm going to the library because I have a test to sit for my Christian Leaders Institute degree. I'm working on my lay ministry bachelor degree, or something of that kind of leadership minister sort of progress. I plan to use that in another story, probably around Charlie Baker and the Baker family, church stuff, Christian stuff, you know, it's all good stuff, family TV stuff, movie stuff in this case. But so I got to go sit that test. I got to pay for my daughter's cell phone because she's turning out to be just like me, the Cat Stevens song. Cats in the cradle and the silver spoon, little girl blue and man from the moon. When you coming home, girl, don't know when. We'll get together then. Because she wrote me back in the email saying, Mom, I'm super busy with school and after school activities and hanging with my friends. I don't have time to go to Walmart and get a Cheddar top-up card and pay for my phone. And besides, I don't have the money to pay for that, even though I just sent her money. And I'm like, you spent that money already? And I'm like, what about Grandma? You know, she'd give you money too to pay for the cell phones. Because their phones are always getting cut off. Because they're constantly relying on me to do it every month. But I am super busy with the career that I'm working on, and I'm a one-man band. I don't have the staff I'm needing, right? I don't have my devoted disciples. I don't have my intern to make me money so they make money, etc. I have to do all this stuff in pieces the best that I can. So now I have to go and pay for her phone because I said, I'll pay for your phone. But I draw the line and put my foot down. I am not paying for my mother's cell phone. She's old enough to figure out how to go to a chatter booth and deal with the person, how to check in online through *611 or the website, or even go to Walmart and get her own chatter card and punch in the number for herself. She's not the child. My child's the child. So I'm just done with that. I don't have time for that. It puts a big kink in my side of the time I have when I'm running around for other people on the other side of the country, trying to get all this other stuff done. Plus, I'm trying to work on my fitness theory course so I can become an aquafit instructor and a yoga instructor while trying to finish my lifeguard course and trying to figure out which country to finish it in, because that's also related to where I'd like to buy property and slowly retire into the States and into the character I want to play in the Charlie Baker series in my head, with the story that I have had upon me since I first discovered him and knew I wanted to play the Mrs. Charlie Baker, Jennifer Baker, third installment co-star of the series so many years ago. So at the end of it all, none of this is actually about Smallville or Superman or Clark. It is, however, about Jonathan Kent, young Jonathan Kent, and about the moral of the story of being honest over being dishonest. And it is about what is right morally in what you show and share on public television for your family, all ages, versus more appropriate places for stuff to be done when you're an appropriate age for that appropriate stuff. So hopefully I get all of that right. And then around all that other running around today, I just hope I have enough daytime hours to get it all in. I had to go to the ICBC to deal with an insurance issue. So I have a list of stuff to go and get done. And I thought I would do this video before I left and hope I come back and say, I got this much done. So I will see you guys on the fly. Might make a video out there, or I might not until I get back, and sharing the accomplishments of everything that I've set out on my to-do list. And, just stay tuned, get excited, share, subscribe, follow, make requests, pre-order your copies now, and, tell others all about it too. And thanks for watching. Peace out from I Am Just On YouTube channel here in Vancouver, Canada. Yeah, so just keep being you, and you do you and I do me, and have your day. Bye.